This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning, Rabbi. So we continue in Mishna Berura. Yomi, we're up to Siman Tafayin Gimel. So, hey, Elu Yeraka Sheyotzu Hamidei Chayvasa. These are the vegetables that you're Yotzu your Chiv with: Chazares, Ulshin, Tamcha, Charchavina, Perish Mini Asav and Marm. These are bitter grasses or herbs. Marror. Says the Mishna Berura, Yidei Chavas, Yotzonolam Yidei Mitzvahs Marror. L'kai Mashanet Ma D'chsiv, to fulfill that which it says. Al matzos u'merayim yachlu. You should eat it with matzah. Marror be'achshav she'en lanu Pesach. Nowadays that we don't have a Karm Pesach, mitzvahs marror einu ela midrabanan, and marror is only drabanan. Kishem she'en yotzim b'matzah gezula. The same way you're not yotzim with stolen matzah v'chanal b'sim tafnan dal. Kachin yotzim b'marror gazel. You're not yotzim with stolen marror. Ve'al ken yesh lizar. Therefore you have to be careful. Shelo ya'akar Yisrael ba'atzmai hamaror mikarka shal nachri. That the Yisrael does not uproot himself the maror from the ground, from the earth of a goy. Avshu noisin loy reshus, even though the goy gives you reshus. The stam akum goys le'arasaninu, because most goyim are gazlonim, they steal land. V'al karka in shayach yeyosh, and on land it's not shayach to give a pope. Ukil kaman masim tafresh mam tesef alef bahaga. Ela yakar ha'akum ba'atzma, the goy should uproot it himself. V'shayach azalzeh shem yeyosh, and on this it is shayach, the concept of Yush, v'achar kach yiknei Yisrael mimenu, and then the Jew should buy it from him to have al yidei zeh yeyosh v'shina reshus. That through this it will be Yush and the transfer of reshus. Perush minei asav v'marim akulukai. It's going on all the above mentioned. Since we don't know what they are in our language, the kach kasav b'darach klal. Therefore, he says in general, akulu on all of them shem minim marim, that they're bitter species. Because achrim shetamchu charayin bel shenenu. The achronim say tamcha is what we call charayin. V'al chazaras kasav achok Yaakov v'chein achacham tzishu mashanu korin salatin. Chazaras is what we call salad, or maybe what we call romaine lettuce. Umaror hu gam kein min yarak. Mar, it's a type of bitter vegetable. Hayadu alahem b'shem maror al shem shumar b'yosef. It was called mar because it was very bitter. Says the mechaber, v'yotzim ba'olen shalahem. You're allowed to use their leaves, uvekilchan, and their stalks. Avaloi b'shayresh, not the roots. Says the Mishna Berura, avaloi b'shayresh of katan lamed. V'per sharashim katanim is paltzlim lakan o lakan. Those small roots that spread out this way and that way, b'tachtisay under it, oibit stadav, or the sides. Aval shayresh hagadol. But the main root shabai, oimed hayarka, on which the vegetable stands, hu hakelach is the stalk. V'hinei b'mdino seinu ein shara minim mitzuyim. In our Medinos, the other species are not common. V'alkin hamor hanog b'mdino seinu. Therefore, the mar that is nohag in our Medinos, le'echol hu tamcha. V'yesh lizar shlo le'echol oisai kishusham. You have to be careful not to eat them when it's whole. Shekamad hu sakana, because it's pretty much a danger. Ve'in by mitzvah. Shemach mas charifusa, because it's so sharp. Pumazik gadol, it's very damaging. L'chein tzarich lefayrurai al ribeyes, and you have to crumble it on a grater. Al hamidoy kach megula, leave it open. Va'az mafig charifusa, and then its sharpness dulls. V'hagra hinug shloi lefarai, so couldn't be asking basic knesses. The gra was knowing not to grate it before he came home from shul kedei shlo yafik atam, so that the taste would not be diluted. As in a yotzebay. If it's too dull, then you're not yoytze. Elo yifaroi say achar b'yasai. He would crumble it after he came home. V'chasenu adas chasased, and cover until the seder began. When Pesach comes down on Shabbos, you grate it while it's still there. You leave it in a closed kli. You put it in a kli and you close it. Then you scatter it and you spread it out on the kara. And by doing so, it will dull the sharpness a little bit. Then you smash it and try to evaluate that you're left with a kazayas, and you can eat it well. Okay, the mechaber continues. Elam kain ela sheba olan ein yotzin. You cannot be yotzin with the leaves. Elam kain haim lachem, unless they're moist. Says Mishna Berura, lamed zayin divashim, if they're dry in behem tamaror, they don't have any flavor of mar. B'harehim ka'afra ba'am, it's like dust. Masha'in came bekalch, as opposed to the stalk. D'mitach shu'av, since it's thick, afilu yavish, even if it's dry, in a mav setam, it doesn't lose its taste. Va'olen kemushin, withered leaves. Yesham sheyatzmehem. Some say you are yotzev. Yesham machmirin afilu bekemushin. Some are machmir even if it's withered. Okay, the Mechaber continues. Uvaklachim and the stalks yotzim bein lachem bein yaveshim your yotze, whether it's moist or dry, avaloi kvushim, not pickled. Says the Mishna Berura avaloi kvushim. Hainu im sharis amayim eisais. That is, if they were soaked in water for 24 hours. Some say no, that's only if it was soaked in vinegar. Therefore, l'chachila should be careful not to soak the chrein in water for 24 hours of the eved. However, post facto, you could rely to be lenient if you don't have others. Because by chrein we see that it has the flavor of marror. Venerally, the ba'olin, that by leaves, ein lahakel. It seems to me that by leaves, don't be lenient. Because leaves, it could be that in fact the taste does leave if you soak it for 24 hours. You should know your yoytze even with the leaves of charchila. I see many very weak people that they force themselves to mekayim the mitzvah marror in the stalks. I don't know. Why don't they take the leaves? It's much more palatable. Maybe because it's only found when it's dry and withered. But if they're moist, there's no reason to be machmer. Okay, we continue in the Mechaber. Which Mishna Berura Sivkat Lamed says means mavushal harbe, cooked very much, mavushal kaderch bishal, and cooked in a manner of cooking. B'chulam emnei she'en behem tamar ayidei. All of the above is because they don't have the flavor of maror. V'chulam mitztarfim lekazayis shu asher shalahem. They all join up to make a kazayis, which is their share. V'chulam, says the Mishna Berura, it's in a loymar, kala chamisha mina manal. All the above 5 mentioned species could join up to make a kazayis. We don't say kim nechol yark yeshla bevadei tam mar b'fnei. We don't see if each one has a bitter taste in and of itself. Loy mitztarfi, they don't join. The tami dechad mevatel b'chavrei, that the flavor of one is mevatel the other. Chumash one kivadal kalpanim yishkom tamariros. The chiddush is since at the very least they all have a bitter taste mitztarfin. Okay, they're all mitztaref v'kulam mitztarfin lekazayis shu hashir shalahem. Lekazayis hu kishir chatzi beya. That is the shir of a half a beya. But I come in some tough pevav. The mekayim mitzvah ba'olin. If you're mekayim the mitzvah with the stalks, yira lidchoy koisam b'yachad. You should try to push them together. Basically, you minimize the airspace. The harevach shveina olim, the space between the leaves. You should, if you're mekayim them with the leaves, ba'olin yira lidchoy koisam b'yachad. You should push them together, like. Fisted together, the harevach shebeina olam, the space between the leaves, lo mitztarif, the kazayis is not mitztarif. To produce a kazayis, you have to be very careful about this. Im loikin have a bracha latala. Not only you're not yotzi the mitzvah of maror, the bracha you made will be a bracha latala kim shema varach alachila. Since you say that the bracha that you made is alachila samara v'achila b'kazayis mashma v'gam ein makayim b'zeh mitzvah samara. And the Mechaber says v'ikar mitzvah b'chazares. The Iker mitzvah of Marror is with Chazeres. Says the Mishna Berura, Shu Zeich L'Shiv Mitzrayim. This is commemoration of the bondage of Egypt. Sha'at Tchila Sayrach. Then the beginning was soft, a little Saif Kash, and the end was difficult. V'cheinu Gam Kein Teva Chazeres. It is also the nature of Chazer. Sha'at Tchila Masaik. In the beginning it's sweet, v'Saif Amar, in the end it's bitter. V'Kasva Achroinim. Da Filuhu B'Yoiker K'tzas Yoiser Mishar Marror. Even if it's a little bit more expensive, Gam Kein Nochel Hadar Acharav. It is correct to try to be mahader after it. Achin kasu, they write, min chazaras. When it comes to chazaras, hainu salatin. Matzah might be made Pesach toilam. It's very likely that Pesach time there'll be worms, katanim, she'en mekam l'chushei ayin, which is not recognizable to people without good eyesight. Therefore, if you can't find a God-fearing person to check it properly, it's better to take chrein. Afshehu shlishi, if you say their shem shnuyim, even though it's ranked number 3, ki chalila lihi kashal belav mishum kiyam aseh derabanan. Chalila, to stumble in a lav of eating bugs to fulfill a mitzvah derabanan. Uvefrat she'afshel kaim shneim ayidei tamcha, especially where you could be mekayim both the mitzvah derabanan and making sure you don't have bugs. But the ikar choice is chazaras, which is called salatin, which we maintain is the lettuce that we use, romaine lettuce. Okay, Rabbi Isai, have a wonderful day. Agun Shabbos. Today is the yard site of Rameir Balanes. Elakad Meir Anini Yishus V'Nachamas Lanu L'Chol Yisrael. Amen.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.